Okay, so we have a special guest with us today. Toni Nieuwhof is an author, speaker, and former family lawyer. And she's here to talk to us and give us some relationship advice and wise counsel. So Toni, thanks for coming on.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure.
So going through this COVID-19 crisis and managing what life is throwing at us, whether it's stress from working from home with the kids around, or it's the challenges of homeschooling or loss of personal contact, or maybe it's just financial. What advice do you give couples that are having heated arguments over every issue that seems to be coming up?
Oh, that's a tough one, Mark, especially when people are in close quarters. The first step I would say is to really look inside yourself and what you're telling yourself as part of this conflict. So it's common for people to tell themselves a victim story. And I'll illustrate what that's like. So let's say the issue is over-parenting. And he's saying, oh, she's too soft on the kids. She lets the kids walk all over her. And she says, oh, he's too strict and controlling, and he doesn't see the impact that that's having on the family. And so two people have their separate positions on how the other person's weakness is impacting them, and so they feel like a victim. And I've seen it so often in couples where both people feel like the victim. But where does that get us if we're both victims? So if you find yourself going around in circles on these heated arguments, it's worthwhile to reach out for a second opinion. Find a mentor or a friend, a wise friend, somebody you can trust to give you their honest opinion, or even if it's getting very heated, then even a counselor. Counselors are working online these days, so reach out for help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I once heard that it's easy to think it's 50-50 responsibility, but it's 100-100. If you focus 100% on yourself and the other does 100%, then you're not measuring the same way, which is, that was really helpful for me.
That's so good, Mark. It's not math.
Yeah, that's right. For couples that might not be experiencing great conflict, but perhaps are feeling disconnected these days, what do you suggest to add more fun or breathe some life into the marriage that while we're all staying at home?
Yeah, when we're spending so much time at home, it's important not to just fall into a rut. So social researchers have looked at what it is that draws people closer together. And there's a group of researchers who compared the types of activities that a couple did and the impact it had on their closeness. So that research showed if people chose something that was novel or exciting to them, as opposed to something that was pleasant or routine, and they did it for 90 minutes a week for several weeks in a row, at the end of the period, they actually were closer together. They were more satisfied with their marriage. And so, you know, we have a lot of time to brainstorm. So why not take the online museum tour, or try a new style of cooking, or maybe make each other surprise cocktails? Just do something that you both find novel and interesting.
Toni, thank you so much for your wisdom and for your insight today. For all of you watching, if you have any relationship related questions, please let us know. We'll make sure that Toni gets them and she'll respond back to you. If you have any real estate related questions, please let us know. We're here to help.